In order to get a consistent set of imagery for our Growing to a History project, we draw cartoons of Second Amendment advocates. We draw these live during our
Almost at the Firearms Expo.
and sometimes in multi-hour marathon live chats we call 2A Media workshops. Our goal is to share the skills and techniques and the software that we use to create these and to inspire others to create Second Amendment content. In this series, we'll speed up the drawing of these cartoons so it's almost animated, and we'll focus on the activists and the projects that they represent.
Next up, we're talking about Otis McDonald. I'm going to read February 2021 article at NAAGA by Dahleen Glanton. Says Otis McDonald forever will be known as the man who brought down Chicago's gun ban, the landmark U.S. Supreme Court decision that bears his name forced Chicago to fall in line with the rest of the country and allow citizens to keep firearms in their homes for self-defense. The Justice's 5-4 decision in 2010 said the Second Amendment did indeed apply to the states, effectively ending the city's near 30-decade handgun ban. Those in the pro-gun movement called Mr. McDonald a hero, but regardless of where people stood in the tense battle over gun rights, many would say he was courageous. The things he went through and the things he felt in order to carry on his campaign against the city of Chicago required bravery and courage. The tall, elderly, soft-spoken man insisted he needed a gun to shield his family from gangs and drug dealers that terrorized his neighborhood. He felt the Constitution gave him that right. His love for his family drove him, said his nephew. He loved the Second Amendment, but he was more concerned about protecting his family, and the Second Amendment was the avenue to help him do that. But he was also driven by a force much deeper. Mr. McDonald felt strongly that he had a duty to stand up for the rights that had been taken away from African Americans during slavery. He and his wife, Laura, sat in Supreme Court gallery listening to oral arguments in that lawsuit. It reaffirmed that he felt was his calling. In an interview with the Tribune after winning the suit, Mr. McDonald said the journey had been a lesson in history. He had come to understand more about his ancestors and the slave codes enacted in southern states during the Civil War that prohibited slaves from owning guns. After slavery was abolished, states adopted black codes that kept guns out of the hands of freed blacks. There was a wrong done a long time ago that dates back to slavery time, he said in the interview. I could feel the spirit of those people running through me as I sat in the Supreme Court. Born in 1933 to Louisiana sharecroppers, Mr. McDonald came to Chicago in 1952 after serving in the Army. He had eventually landed a job as a janitor at the University of Chicago and worked his way up to a maintenance engineer. He had left school at age 14, never earning a high school diploma. But while working at the University of Chicago, he returned to school, earning an associate degree from Kennedy King College. He retired in 1996. He was more than a conqueror of that city's gun ban on handguns. He was and always will remain a hero who stood up for the rights of men in his adult life, breaking through formidable barriers to make a better life for all those who followed after. One of his favorite lines was, "If you have not found something you will die for, you have not yet lived." So this was about Otis McDonald. Unfortunately, he passed in 2014 at 80. So let us know in the comments what you think. Until next time, thanks for watching.
So let us know what you think. We'll be watching the comments wherever you find the video, over on gunstreamer.com or on guntube.org.
Thank you for supporting our projects. If you'd like to buy us a cup of coffee, check out our Patreon channel.
The guys and gals of gunwebsites.com encourages you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thank you for watching gunwebsites.com.